Sorry.
Welcome to the Harris Show. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. I'm with my sister and co-host, Angie Ang.
What's goody?
So we're going to just talk about all of the nonsense. This episode is going to come out. Hopefully, when this comes out, a lot of the nonsense is not happening anymore. But my hope in certain things, it's not really there.
Yeah.
First, we're going to talk about a story of Meta raising or charging for Instagram and Facebook in Europe. So Meta is going to start charging in Europe. I think it's going to be 13, almost 14 American dollars and almost 11 American dollars for the web, 13 for the app. How do you feel about these social media companies starting to charge?
That's just fucking greedy. That's just greedy. I'm gonna try to stop cussing. This is my challenge, to stop cussing so much. But that's
You already
so
failed.
greedy. I think it's like, why though? Like, all these apps are starting to do like subscriptions and all this in America, which I think is dumb and greedy. But to charge that much, that's the HBO. That's almost the HBO streaming price to go on Instagram. Instagram is not that great to be charging. If we're being honest, it is not great. I'd probably pay for Twitter though. If it came down to it, that'd be the only app I'd have.
You'll
But
pay
not
for
that
Twitter?
much. Not that much. If they're like $2 a month for Twitter, I'd do it.
I wouldn't.
But any other app, I wouldn't.
I would never pay for social media because social media needs the users in order to get advertisement. So you're going to charge me and then you're also going to get advertisements. That makes no sense to me. And I knew like this was the direction that stuff was going to go, which is why I try to keep all the content that I have. Like I just keep it now. I used to delete it all, but I'm like, nah, let me keep everything and post it everywhere. That's one of the main reasons why I started posting my TikToks on YouTube, because I'm like, oh, I see the direction that stuff is going. Like, you need to, if TikTok starts charging or whatever, YouTube starts charging, I have multiple ways of like getting my content out there, because I don't want to pay for this stuff. We have to pay for so much now. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. We pay for literally everything. Like, I'm not paying. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just say I literally saw when I went on Snapchat. I didn't realize they had a Snapchat premium situation going on, because I really go on Snapchat too now. But I was like, what exactly am I getting? Like, the whole purpose of Snapchat when it first started was, oh, you send a picture, it goes away in 24 hours, or it goes away instantly. Yeah. So like, what is the premium feature? Like, what is going on? And why are people paying for premium?
I don't even know. You know what though? This is a weird world we live in. Like, the stuff that we pay for, I don't know what's going on with your camera.
My fucking webcam over here glitching like crazy. We started talking about this shit and it started glitching. Let me turn this shit off.
Yeah. I don't even know what I was about to say.
For those listening, my camera was glitching.
Well, I don't know what I was saying. It's weird that we pay for a lot of the stuff that we used to be free, that we would never thought about paying for. Like, even like to like lighten it, like adult films. Like, it's free, but people pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. YouTube, I pay to not have advertisements. Like, we pay for stuff that was free, which is crazy. Like, YouTube's like, well, we're gonna put all these ads on your video, and the way to get it off is you pay us, so we don't have ads.
They be doing the most with the fucking freaking ads.
I was listening to a mix that I made, mind you, on YouTube, and it had like 4 ads, and I'm like, I don't see a single cent from that.
Nope.
So there's so many ads like on my Little Wayne mix that I made. Which is how I knew like it had like the views and everything like that, because I was listening to it. And there was hella ads on there. And I'm like, I don't see a single cent from that. That's
And
crazy.
the fact that they could just do that too, I feel like, I mean, there's probably somewhere in the user agreement
Yeah.
or something, that we didn't read, for them to even do that and not pay you for that. And it's like,
Well,
because what if
I mean,
they're advertising some stuff you don't agree with?
yeah, I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, they know that people are people are addicted to these things. So I would never pay for social media. But it's also not my job either. So I guess if my job was social media, I would pay for social media. Like I would hope my job pays it, but like if I'm like a social media manager, like you kind of have to have these things. I work in education. I don't really need
Right. I'm like,
I don't really need it. But
it's just greedy. It's
it
just
is
greedy.
greedy. Now we're gonna move on to something
Speaking of, no.
something we avoided talking about. Something I haven't avoided talking about it on my TikTok, and have seen the results of me talking about it on my TikTok. As,
Crazy, huh?
Amy Schumer and Israel. Which one do you want to tackle first?
Well, they're Amy Schumer. Let's do
All
Amy.
right. So Amy Schumer, I'm gonna try to do this in the most respectful way, because I do not.
That's what yeah, that's
Amy Schumer has been posting you know what? No, fuck it. Amy Schumer has been posting racist stuff about the Palestinian
very racist.
people,
Very racist.
all over social media,
Mm-hmm.
and she's making it seem as if Jewish people are being attacked.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that? Because I don't even know how else to put it.
I think Amy Schumer is a very evil, vile woman. And it's so funny because I remember when I used to watch her show and you're like, no. Like I was like, oh, I really like her show. And you're like, absolutely not. Like Amy Schumer is horrible. And I didn't know all the things about her at that point in time. But now that I've learned, I'm like, that is an evil, vile, disgusting woman. To say those things on a big platform like that is so dangerous.
So
And
dangerous.
a lot of celebs, just for real quick, a lot of celebs have been doing that this past couple weeks. And I'm like, y'all don't understand. There's people who don't do their research. So they're gonna take whatever you post, they're gonna take it as factual. And that's scary. That's dangerous. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? But
Yeah.
back to her. She's an evil ass woman. And I tried to avoid because I kept seeing Amy Schumer, Amy Schumer, Amy Schumer. I was like, I don't wanna, what does she say now? I don't care. But then I saw like all her posts and I'm like, how is she getting away with this?
Yeah.
How
My
is she getting away with saying all this stuff?
All right. These opinions are my opinions. This is not representative of the Harris show. I'm gonna just say that
I love the
right now.
warning.
Amy Schumer, I think, is one of the worst people on the planet, because she knows what she's doing, the power that she has with the platform that she has.
Yeah.
The people are not going to do the research, like you said. Celebrities in general are not going to do the research. She's just saying all this hateful stuff, calling the Palestinian people rapists. She has I've never liked her, so I'm gonna be completely honest with that. I've never liked her. From the moment that I saw her, I saw through all of the stuff that I don't like when people make themselves victims. I don't like that. I don't like that type of comedy. I don't like that type of people. She has made herself the victim in this situation. This shit has nothing to do with being Jewish. Nothing to do with being Jewish. Jewish people are not under attack. And also, there are Jewish people of many different backgrounds. We seem to be focusing on the Jewish people who are white. There are Jewish people of
I think
many
a
different
lot of
backgrounds.
people have an image when they hear Jewish. They have an image, but I'm like, baby,
There's Jewish people
there's
all
so many
over,
different ones. There's so
and
many different
they're
types.
not focusing on that. And Amy Schumer is just posting hateful thing after hateful thing. There's two things that bothered me more is when she brought Martin Luther King into this.
Yeah,
And
don't
she's
come on,
blocked.
man.
She's
Let that be
been
rest.
blocked. But she brought Martin Luther King into this, and then his daughter had to be like, actually, my dad would be on the other side of what you're standing for. And guess what
Right.
she did? She blocked her.
Yeah, she's been just blocking people who've been defending, like
Who've
going
been
up, like
correcting her.
yeah,
Like,
and
it doesn't, to me, it doesn't matter what side you stand on. Like, facts are facts.
yeah,
Facts are facts. You know, you
yeah,
can't deny facts. And what she's doing is completely ignoring facts and going off of how she feels. She feels she's under attack. It's a very white
mm-hmm.
woman of her to feel like she's being attacked on some shit that ain't got nothing to do with her. You are safe. You are safe in
Yep.
America, in your mansion, away from the reality that a regular person is going through. Number one, you are not under attack. Even if Jewish people were under attack, you will not be under attack. You do not
Mm-hmm.
live the day-to-day like life like that. You don't have to go through those problems. Saying she's worrying about her kid and stuff like that. What the fuck? What do you think the Palestinian people are worried about?
Oh, okay. So
What
let's
do you think
okay,
black people are worried about? What do you think people of
okay.
color
Let's.
are worried about?
I was about to say because I feel like Amy Schumer, you're a terrible, disgusting person. Um,
And your
may the
comedy
universe
sucks,
do
Amy
what
Schumer. You're not even funny. How dare you say you
right.
are the most successful comedian, a female woman? What female woman? Woman
Did she say that for
comedian?
real?
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg, EGOT, the EGOT herself.
Wow.
Like, you need Amy Schumer. Like, white women just see the world in just their eyes. Like, she's like, when people talk about white women, she's like what we be talking about. Like, y'all think the world revolves around you. This shit ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with you. But you have made it about you, Amy Schumer. And when this is all over, we gonna see what's gonna happen. Nobody's
That's
gonna.
what I'm saying. May the universe do what the universe needs to do with her, and that be that, because I feel like she's one of those women though, like you could argue her down till you're blue in the face and it's not gonna ever make a difference. Like, she's set in her ways, she's not gonna change.
Which
She
I don't like having
That's just what it
conversations with
is.
people like that.
Yeah. But this whole I have tried the first week, when all the information came out. I was skipping everything. I was like, not today. And then I was like, you know what? Who does that benefit if I don't do my research and I don't, talk about these issues and spread awareness and about this war, because people have seemed to just ignore the fact that these are human beings
Mm-hmm.
being attacked, being killed in such large numbers, children being like I can't even, like, it just makes me sick to my stomach. And it's like, at the end of the day, this is a bigger issue that y'all don't see, that it's a problem to be committing a whole genocide of people, and we're watching it.
We are
We're watching it
watching.
play it out live. We're seeing this, and there's not enough. I don't there I don't want to say support. There's just not enough
No, there's
people
not enough support
doing
because
what they need to be doing for the Palestinian people, because
because
come on. Like, I'm sick. I'm
it
sick. My
it's
heart.
it's crazy to me that people can be like, what about the kids? Like, they're talking about the Jewish kids, and there's
Mhm.
literally like thousands on thousands of Palestinian kids who are not here no more. There's
Mhm.
families who are literally being erased. Being erased.
Thousands of kids who are left, literally the only one left of their family.
Their whole generation
Thousands.
is gone. Their grandpa,
For what?
grandpa, whole aunt, uncle, everybody gone. They literally canceled a whole
Oh,
year of school because there were no
yeah.
more kids left. The kids were all dead. And you guys are literally sitting here like, oh, what about the little prisoners? What about the prisoners? What about the people dead?
Mhm.
Like, if you, and I'm going to speak for me, I don't give a shit. If you kill my whole family and
Mhm.
I'm Hamas, say I'm Hamas,
Mhm.
there will be Hamas too. because I would start my own fucking group too. If my whole family is dead, my whole family is dead. The place that was my place that I stayed is no longer that.
Home is no longer
there's
home.
no home. I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere.
Heartbreaking.
Guess what's gonna start? I'm going to become an evil person. It is not even evil to me. I think what they did, the act that they committed, is terrible. Disgusting. But two wrongs do not make a right. Yeah. You've taught this at like 5 years old. Two wrongs do not make a right. What they are doing is literally genocide. I don't know why they keep phrasing it as a war. I even said war. It is not a war.
It's not a war. This is a genocide. Unfair. This is an attack. This is a fucking. Whew. This is a
dumbass USA.
It's just wild to me that we're watching this play out and like seeing all the companies supporting it and seeing all the no, that's what's been crazy. Seeing all the celebrities supporting it, and it's like
white celebrities don't surprise me. It's the few
black. It's the other ones, right?
I'm like, the black. I saw a couple names on there. I said, what are we doing? What are we doing?
This is my thing too, because I'm like, we're looking at it like we're black, so we have a different experience, and so that's why I can't understand how anyone black can support this, because I'm like,
it's not even. I don't see how anybody can support this, especially Jewish people, when you literally went through a fucking Holocaust. Black people are still going through a Holocaust, mind you.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's a different conversation. But Jewish people literally went through a Holocaust, and you are doing the same exact tactics that were used against your people. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Israel is not on the right side. Like, the fact that they keep lying and keep being fact checked is showing the USA in particular to send that amount of money over there, but then to tell me that my student loans have to be paid, that y'all don't have the money to pay off the loans. You have billions of dollars to send to Israel to fucking wipe out a whole group of people, but you do not have money to like wipe out my student debt, that you're forcing me to basically go to college because I cannot get a regular job. I can't get a regular job that pays $17 an hour if I do not have a college degree. I make more than that though. But I was about to say,
they sent, this is what's so frustrating. They sent all this money to support that. Our education system is absolutely
shit
underfunded. Okay. Homeless crisis. Okay. Food insecurity crisis. I'm like, y'all got a lot going on in your own state, but you could send this amount of money. It's kind of like a fuck you to everybody who live here, because
it's not like, it's not though, because the people, Democrats and Republicans are the same thing.
Parties
they are the same thing. Democrats just aren't trying to do certain things like take women's rights away. Like they have like certain things they stand on, and we can be like, well, at least they're not trying to take women's rights away. Well, at least they're not trying to do this. But they both do not give a shit about the regular person.
No.
Like, they both don't. Like, people are like, oh, look at Biden. See, this is y'all president. It don't matter who the president would have been. Obama, it could have been Trump, George Bush. They all would have did the same thing. All of them. They're all trash. It's free Palestine. I don't want to go too deep before I get really annoyed.
This episode gonna be taken down. YouTube's gonna say, yeah.
I've definitely been posting, and I want to stop posting, but I feel like I'm in a position where it's comfortable. That's comfortable for me. It's very easy for me to do. And I feel like that's fair. That's the reason why I keep talking about the issue, because I could stop talking about it and go on about my day because I'm safe, quote unquote safe.
Right. Safe as you can.
Yeah. Like that is a luxury that unfortunately they don't have. And so I keep talking about it, but
yeah, that was my thing too. I'm like, like, like I'm saying like, oh, I don't want to read this and all this for my health, my mental health, but it's like they don't have that option. Like, like it's not fair to just ignore the issue. And it's like, if everyone's ignoring the issue, so that's why I've been trying to read up on it and do my research and all that. But
the thing
it
is
is
too,
free Palestine.
people
Fuck
have been saying
everyone
it for
else
years.
who doesn't, huh?
People have been saying, like, people have been like, it's free Palestine for years, and they're acting like people just start saying this. No, no, no. Y'all just start caring about it. Y'all just start caring about it. I don't, and for the people who are like, oh, I stay out of politics, I don't deal with that. But then you had the nerve to be like, Matthew Perry, you feel bad for his death, which is sad. But you can't feel bad for the children that are dying, the people who are dying.
Children, the innocent
Y'all can go fuck yourself.
It's a human rights issue at the end of the fucking day.
Any human rights
that
are
okay.
Yeah, I don't, and people be like, they don't like black people. Baby, nobody does. The world doesn't.
Baby, we're in America. They don't like
y'all don't like us either. Anything that's going on, like the stuff that's going on in Africa, any human rights violation, I'm going to say something. And people are
I just
like,
started seeing the Congo.
And the thing is too, before we move on, people have been like, oh, why don't you say stuff that be happening to Africa or black people? No, I've been saying that. You niggas just don't pay attention to that. Y'all only pay attention when I talk about music. Y'all do not pay attention when I talk about what's really going on in the world. Let's be real. Anytime we have an episode when we're talking about real stuff going on in the world, the stuff that y'all pay attention to is like, oh, the comedy that we have in there. Y'all do not pay attention to the shit. So cut it out. And let's move along. So
it's still fucking human too. Let's throw that out there one more time.
So the Lovely Bones author, I want to get her name because fuck her. I'm gonna introduce it. I'm gonna find her name. The Lovely Bones author, she apologized for wrongly convicting a man of rape. The man's name is Anthony Broadwater. He served 16 years in jail, and she apologized for wrongly getting him arrested.
Her name is Alice or Elise. I don't know how she says it. Seabold.
Yeah, Elise Siegel. Siegel.
Seabold. Sebold.
So yeah, she accused somebody of rape. She was lying, and an innocent man spent 16 years in jail. The innocent man happens to be black. Shocker, shocker. What are your thoughts on this?
16 years in jail and 22 more years as a registered sex offender would have been the situation. Let me try to say this nicely. I hope that woman gets everything bad sent to her, because to play with someone's life like that,
that's crazy.
Is how do you sleep? How do you sleep at night knowing you did that? 16 years in prison. You didn't. There's no amount of money that is going to make that okay. And does she get in trouble? Does she go to jail? Is it coming out of her pocket? What? Like, this is an innocent man who had to literally spend every single day in prison knowing he was innocent, knowing he probably had no hope of ever like getting his truth out. I just think that's the theme of today is these WWs are out here fucking tripping.
White women going wild for real. Like for her to so I saw the whole like videos and everything like that. So when she got like pressed, she didn't say anything. Like a reporter was like pressing her. She just walked silent, and then she released a statement. And if you can go on and testify and say I did all these things, you need to apologize to me the same fucking way. That's how I feel. If you do me wrong in public, you need to apologize in public. Like that's how I do it. Like having your publicist write a statement because you probably didn't write the statement and all that type of stuff saying how sorry you are and all that. That don't do nothing. Like, I personally am very petty, so I know I wouldn't accept the apology.
Yeah.
Like, I would need, for me to accept the apology, you have to sit down face to face with me and have a conversation with me. And I probably still wouldn't accept it, but I want you to feel like my pain. 16 years of my life. 16 years of my life.
Years, Jamal. 16 years.
And like they're and the people who are like, oh, he's getting 5 point whatever $1,000,000. It's 16 years of my life. I missed out on so much. Like, I missed
16
out
years ago was what, 2007? So much has changed.
I was a teenager.
2007.
I am in my 30s.
Like,
do you realize like how crazy that is?
16 years of someone's
Like,
life.
and then another thing
2
too,
days in prison wrongfully, 1 day in prison wrongfully accused is a problem. 16 years?
A second in jail wrongfully convicted. Like,
that's fucking crazy.
Like, and also like the problem that this is, like, this makes it hard for people who are actually getting like abused and assaulted and stuff like that for people to believe it because you're making these stories up. That's the that's my big thing. Like, this is actually happening to people and people aren't believing them because of stories like this.
I'm just thinking about too, like, I don't want to make this a whole situation. Oh, god damn it. What the freak? Let me switch my camera. But it's crazy to me. Like, do you remember that story? It's probably like, which one? It was like a white college boy, like, who raped that girl, and he got like, I think he got probation or something.
Yeah, because that happened up here. Like, he went to Stanford.
Oh, okay. It was Stanford. And I think about that, and I'm like, he got like probation or like, I don't know what his sentence was, but like, this man got 16 years, and that was with evidence and proof. This man got 16 years
with no evidence.
With no evidence. Like, why is that? How is that? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. This justice system is so fucking funny.
How they can look at they can look at certain people as victims. Like, like the judge can be like, oh, he would never do it again. He would never do that again. So I can see myself in him. And that's the thing. They can see themselves in these people. But
they need to start screening these judges.
History has shown us, and this is another reason why, you know what? No, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. This has been happening for years, that Black men and women have been wrongfully convicted of things because of what a white woman has said. And that's all I'm going to say. R.I.P. to Emmett Till. So, and it's funny too. There's like a thing that was going on TikTok that nurses were telling like stories about like what people are telling them on their deathbed and stuff like that. And the amount of cases of white women who are wrongfully convicted, people of color, or things that they've done, it's crazy. There was one where the girl said that she said that the woman said that she lied that she got spit on by a Black man because he rejected her. And then that Black man ended up getting lynched. And she felt bad for it, but she carried that on till she was like 80 in hospice, about to die. That's the type of stuff that these things have been happening for years. And this lady should see jail. I don't care what anybody says.
Absolutely.
She should see jail. Absolutely. She should spend at least 16 years in jail.
Yep.
Because that's wrong. You can never get that time back. Say like he don't have kids. It
makes me so sad.
It like he took the high road, and I'm
sure he's at peace with it. Like, he
I wouldn't be
years to be, but I'd be coming out that bitch
like
angry as fuck.
Oof.
They'd have to restrain me because every time
that lady lives in San Francisco. She lives in San Francisco.
Terrible. I just don't understand how these people sleep at night. How do you sleep at night knowing what you did? Like
they're evil.
That's so evil.
All these
There's
people are
evil in this
evil.
world. It really
And
is.
anytime I have hope, it just gets wiped away. Wiped away very easily. But we're gonna end it with that because there's a lot of fuckery going on. And
A lot of fuckery.
a lot of fuckery. This episode's gonna come out too. When is it? It's gonna come out on the 13th. Because we're doing an episode on Keith Lee, and that's coming out on the 6th. And I guarantee there's going to be more fuckery on the Israel genocide of the Palestinian people. I'm sure Amy Schumer is going to say something stupid again.
She's standing 10 toes down on her shit too.
And I'm sure white women are going to still lie and get people convicted wrongfully. This has been the Harris Show. I've been your host, Jamal Radio Raheem, with my sister and co-host, Angie Ang. And we'll catch you when we catch you. Peace out.
Wait, I just want to say to the people who are watching and listening, I hope you are taking time to take care of yourself, because a lot of shit going on in this world. You need to take some time for yourself. That is all.
Yeah. Take time to yourself. Like, if you need to, like, get away from what's going on in the world, like, get away from it. It's okay. But do not ignore it. You can get away, but do not ignore what is going on.
Yes.
I see people who have whole content on like certain things, and they're acting like what's going on is not happening. Yeah. You can't do that, especially if you have a platform. Yeah. We're gonna leave it at that. Even Drake spoke up, guys. Come on. You can fucking do it. We're done. Bye.